All right, y'all. No drill. Raise your hand. I'll start making our way down. We can talk to Nate here. Luciano, we'll start with you.
Hey Nate, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. Glad to hear. You're coming off what are probably two best games of your career against Minnesota and Syracuse. How are you feeling about yourself right now? And what would you say is allowing you to play at such a high level?
Just coming out to practice every day. Just practicing hard, continue to practice hard, and try to keep the most momentum we got.
Jeremiah.
Good morning, Nate. Hope you're doing well this morning. I wanted to ask you about obviously, Tez Walker being back in that lineup. JJ Jones had got off to a great start this season, leading the team receiving at one point. Then you add, Tez Walker kind of to that mix. How has that kind of opened up things for you? Obviously, you had the game you had against Syracuse, but having those two guys on the outside, how has that kind of opened things up for you?
His weapons all around the field. It just happened to some plays just were designed to hit certain people, and when your number's called, you make the play.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure you've probably seen the video of the one catch you had. I think you ended up down at the one, but at the other side of that catch, Tez had his hands up, kind of signaling, touchdown. But just kind of, what does that visual just kind of say of, having receivers kind of that caliber, both kind of being, available in this offense?
It's just confidence all over the board. Just to be able to go to any receiver that Drake wants to hit that play. Just try to be across the board. Try to be open every play.
Andrew.
Hey, Nate, both Drake and Max said on that specific play that was the Tez effect, that you guys might be able to extend your routes more because Tez is on the field, because there's so much attention that has to be paid to him. So tell me what you think the Tez effect means.
Oh, no doubt. If I'm a defense, I'm looking for Tez every play. That boy fast. He has that effect. So if he is double covered, he might get open again. If I'm a defense, I'm worried about Tez.
So what is it like this week, game planning with him on the offense instead of working scout team to try to help the defense?
Obviously we'll have some stuff in for him. But every week is a different approach to because it's a different team. Whatever we see that is a weakness of Miami, we'll try to hit them with it. So.
And if I could add to that, just the idea of game planning with that weapon now. You guys hadn't game planned with that weapon all season, but now you are. So does that take you guys up another notch, 2 notches? What does it do for you?
Oh, most definitely. It's just more power for us, more firepower. Something we want every week.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Adam.
Hey, Nate. How's it going, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I was thinking, I don't know that we've ever asked you, how would you just compare or, assess what, like, the offenses you played in at Georgia Tech and this offense that you've gotten into now? Like, was it a massive learning curve for you, or were they very similar? Like, can you just sort of like maybe compare and contrast like what you came from and how you've tried to learn about getting into this system at UNC?
Yeah, it was pretty different. Coach Galloway allows us to be looser, and where I was coming from, it's just a looser approach, but obviously be in the spot you need to be in at the right time. So I was more, when I did come over, it was more like I was tight. I can only do this, but just to be looser now. So yeah.
Maybe allow for more creativity. I don't know.
Right.
Is that how?
Yeah, you hit it right there. Yeah, just
Okay.
be more creative.
Did he ever say to you like, "Hey, look, it's not that serious. Like, just if you get to where you need to get to, you can do, you have creative license here." Did he ever tell you not to be so like stiff with it?
Yeah, run to the green grass. If green grass, go. And Drake is the same way. Hey, if it's open, go. So. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
And Trav.
Hi, Nate. Just wanted to ask you one other thing about Tez. Just how did you guys keep his spirits up when he was waiting and thinking maybe he wouldn't be able to play this season, knowing that, he wasn't going to live out his dream? And then what was the reaction of the team when he got to play last week?
Just as a receiver group, just try to keep them as involved as possible. Just check up on them every day. Even at practice, try to give them some looks with the starting just to keep him on the side, just to because we never knew when his number would be called. So when it was, everybody was hyped up. Hey, let's go. It's time to go. So.
And with you and what you've done the last couple of weeks, is this just a sign of you feeling 100% healthy after being a little bit dinged up earlier in the year?
I don't think you ever 100% healthy, but I feel good, every week. I prepare myself to be ready to go. So.
Thank you.
Tommy?
Nate, I guess you had opportunity to see Georgia Tech this past weekend. And aside from the crazy ending, do you sort of watch that game or go back and look at that game and see what your guys are able to do against Miami, and then maybe, factor that into the game plan for you guys this week?
Oh, no doubt. Obviously we watched every game they played this year. I see boys that fly around the field for Miami. I played them last year with my previous team, and they were a great team last year, and I think they're a great team this year. They fly around. Super excited to play a good team like Miami. So
Appreciate it.
David?
Nate, you guys have scored at least 30 points in every game this season, but with Tez back on the field and you rounding in to help, is there a sense that this offense really hasn't even hit its stride yet?
I wouldn't say that. I just feel like, hey, any game, I think we try to shoot for as much as possible. So, yeah.
Adam?
Nate, the Georgia Tech Miami game obviously got very weird at the end a couple nights ago. Just like, what was your reaction to that? Were you watching? I know Drake said he had turned it off because Miami had the game won, so he said he changed the channel. Well, just how did you see all that go down or hear about it?
The game, I think a lot of stuff played into that game. The conditions, I didn't know it was raining. I forgot Miami was open. It was raining. I watched the whole game. They're my boys, so I watched the whole game. I like to support them. But yeah, anything can happen. So, as you can see, so.
Did you jump out of your seat when anything started happening?
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see Tech wear, but yeah.
Last one, Shelby.
Yeah, sorry. Along those lines, I just wanted to ask, were there any messages or calls made to former teammates after seeing that crazy ending to the game?
Who from me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told them congrats. The boys I talked to, I told them congrats. Just keep on going. Celebrate for 24 hours. Keep it pushing. Long season.
Perfect. Thanks, Nate.
Appreciate it.